The Treehouse of Horror episodes represent often the highlights of any season of The Simpsons. Of course, just like the show itself, not every one of these Halloween specials is great and can probably be skipped by fans. But even the worst of these episodes might offer something that viewers will have fun with and get them in the mood for the spooky season. The Simpsons has featured many Hitchcock references over the years, so tackling strangers on a train seemed like a fitting idea. The first segment sets the tone for the entire episode, which features clever concepts that deliver solid laughs even if it doesn't result in a terribly memorable episode overall. The other segments involve another one of the many zombie stories, which begins with a tainted burger, and it concludes with a musical story of murder, as Moe uses Homer's blood to perfect the beer that causes Marge to fall in love with him. Serving as the second episode of season 24, Treehouse of Horror 23 received relatively solid reviews from fans and critics alike, and was even nominated for an Outstanding Animated Program at the 2013 Emmy Awards. In the greatest story ever, Howard, Springfield is threatened by a destructive black hole. In Unnormal Activity, an obvious parody of Paranormal Activity, Homer is plagued by a poltergeist. And in Bart and Homer's Excellent Adventure, a time-traveling Bart accidentally prevents Homer from marrying Marge. The season 29 Halloween special has the distinction of presenting perhaps the most disgusting and disturbing segment in the show's history. The final segment involves Homer getting a taste for his own flesh in a stomach-churning tale. The episode also offers tales that parody Coraline and The Exorcist, with some fun Simpsons guest stars like Neil Gaiman and William Friedkin. It makes for a solid, if not spectacular, episode. Airing on November 2nd, 2008, Treehouse of Horror 19 kicked off with Untitled Robot parody, which sees Transformer-like robots overtaking Springfield. How to Get Ahead in Advertising sees Homer being hired by an advertising agency to kill popular celebrities so the agency can use their likenesses without being sued, and is the Grand Pumpkin Millhouse concerns an angry demon pumpkin. Treehouse of Horror 21 of the show's 22nd season was another episode of mixed reviews. War and Pieces serves as a Jumanji parody and concerns Bart and Millhouse playing the game. Master and Cadaver concerns Marge and Homer on a sailboat in a loose parody of the 1989 film Dead Calm, A Deep Cut. And the final segment, Twilight, is a then topical parody of the Twilight franchise, which sees Lisa falling for a vampire quite predictably named Edmund, a close approximation of Edward from the famous series. Breaking the 7-0 barrier, in a bad way, is season 19's Treehouse of Horror 18. Released on November 4th, 2007, this one features many questionable parodies of non-horror films. E.T. Go Home is an obvious parody of E.T. Mr. and Mrs. Simpson is a parody of Mr. and Mrs. Smith and contains the exact same plot. A married couple attempt to assassinate each other. And in Heck House, Ned Flanders is given godlike abilities that he uses to stop neighborhood Halloween pranks. Also sitting at 6.9 is season 25's Treehouse of Horror 24. This one is notable for Guillermo del Toro's stellar opening couch gag. However, most people agree that it goes downhill once the episode proper begins rolling. In Oh the Places You'll Go, the children are visited by a creature known as the Fat in the Hat. In Dead and Shoulders, Bart's head is sewn onto Lisa's shoulder. And in Freaks No Geeks, Homer plays a circus strongman who plans to murder his ringleader, Moe, to claim Moe's wife, played obviously by Marge. The third and final episode with a 6.9 rating is Season 28, Treehouse of Horror 27. Released on October 16, 2016, the episode kicks things off with Try Hard, which follows the Hunger Games as the children of Springfield are forced to fight and kill each other. BFF RIP sees Lisa's supposedly imaginary friend murdering her real-life friends. And the spy movie parody Mo Finger sees Mo recruiting Bart to serve as one of his undercover agents. This was actually the 600th episode of the show, which only makes it all the more disappointing that the major milestone was wasted on a lackluster Treehouse of Horror episode. It was only a matter of time before The Simpsons got around to spoofing Stranger Things and its love of the 80s. While it is fun to see these two shows collide, it is another example of the gags overtaking the story, not leaving another worth following. There is a fun segment commemorating the 666th episode of the series, with a parody of The Omen. Yet, with such a monumental episode and all the potential, it doesn't add up to anything all that special. Falling even further to a 6.8 is Treehouse of Horror 17, the fourth episode of Season 18. Married to the Blob, predictably sees Homer in the role of the Blob. You Gotta Know When to Golem sees Bart dishing out some personal revenge via Krusty's Golem. The Day the Earth Looks Stupid is arguably the best and smartest of the segments, as it sees the residents of Springfield disbelieving a real alien invasion after being previously tricked by Orson Welles' iconic and controversial broadcast of The War of the Worlds. Though it is the second most recent of the Treehouse of Horror specials, Season 33 delivers some clever jokes reminiscent of The Simpsons' golden age. This includes a fun segment in which trees come to life and begin taking revenge on humanity. However, the episode also highlights the issue with many of the newer episodes with a spoof of Parasite. The Best Picture winner is perhaps not best suited for a short segment like this, as they are so rushed to tell the story that it just feels like a big mess. Season 27's Treehouse of Horror 26, which aired on October 25th, 2015, continued the downturn in quality of the series. In Wanted Dead Then Alive, Sideshow Bob finally fulfills his mission by murdering Bart, though it doesn't count as nothing that happens in the Treehouse episode is considered official canon. In Homerzilla, Homer quite predictably plays Godzilla, and in Telepaths of Glory, some of Springfield's children receive telepathic powers, like Carrie. The episode was widely lambasted for its lack of originality and violence, with the first segment earning ire for its use of gore. Treehouse of Horror 22 has a disappointing entry, the diving bell and the butterball. Homer is paralyzed yet able to communicate through natural gases. D for Deadly sees Ned in the role of Dexter Morgan, and in the Na'vi serves as a trite parody of Avatar. The episode was widely derided by fans and critics alike, with much of the criticism going towards In the Na'vi for being unfunny, unoriginal, and irrelevant. It seems like the best segments of Treehouse of Horror were based on classic horror stories and concepts. As the special continued, the ideas began to shift from horror-centric stories to simply spoofs of any pop culture idea, which was less successful. Season 32 takes on things like Toy Story and Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse, awkwardly trying to meld them into a Halloween story. They fail to be fun spoofs, nor do they deliver on the Halloween fun that fans expect. And finally, there is Treehouse of Horror 29, the bane of the Treehouse of Horror series. Sitting at just 5.8, Treehouse of Horror 29 is by far the lowest rated entry of the series. In Intrusion of the Podwise Switches, Springfield is overrun by body snatchers. In Multiplicity T, Lisa suffers from a disorder similar to the antagonist of Split, and Geriatric Park, an obvious parody of Jurassic Park, sees Burns opening a special retirement home. This is just emblematic of recent Simpsons lazy, not funny, and completely forgettable episodes. Hey everyone, it's Mythic. That was my ranking of the 15 worst Treehouse of Horror episodes. Now actually I've been wanting to do a video like this for a long time, even on my extensive break that I had from YouTube. In all that time I was working on a lot of different videos like this, but I just couldn't finish it because I don't know, the motivation wasn't there, and yeah, I just didn't see it as being a good video. But I honestly think this video is pretty good. Like I said, I've been wanting to do a video like this ever since I did my Naughty review, and I think it turned out pretty solid. And if you made it to this point of the video, please like and subscribe. You know, it helps me stay motivated. I mean, it's 3 in the morning, I've got a coffee in my hand, I'm recording this outro for you guys. I'm actually going for more of like an odd ones out type of outro. But yeah, that was the video. If you guys did enjoy it, please like and subscribe. But yeah, this is Mythic. I'll catch you guys in the next video. Goodbye.